Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're going to be taking a look at how to join the CDE CAD waitlist for your community. So, as many of you already know this, but we wanted to provide a little bit more clarity into the entire waitlisting process. So, while we go through this entire process, we'll touch on the steps along the way. But CDE CAD uses a waitlist mainly because it takes a while to make sure that every community is set up in the way and capacity that it needs. We also don't want any servers that are toxic. We don't want any servers that are using leaked assets. We want to protect our ecosystem and our CDE CAD network from bad actors. So every community goes through a security audit. There's no pay-to-win communities. There's no communities that are using leaked assets. There's no toxic communities. There's no racist communities. Additionally, because of the demand of CDE CAD, we do have to throttle a little bit. Currently, we have 104 communities on our list. Some of those communities have joined previously, so the list is probably about 60 communities at this point. But with that being said, it's still a lot of communities, and there's a lot of demand behind CDE CAD because of the features and the value that it provides to communities. So not every community is going to get the opportunity and the chance to run CDE CAD. Even if they have $20, they might not be selected. So how do you join the waitlist? Well, if you go to this page, you can go and hit apply now. But actually the better thing to do is to go to the home page here, log in with Discord, and you can select the demo community, also free to use. You just have to join our Discord. And of course, you'll have to join our Discord regardless, because that's how we notify you and that's how we conduct the security audit via a ticket. So once you're logged in, head back to the landing page. It should look a little something like that. And what you're going to notice here is all of your information is already pre-filled out. So the only thing that you have to do is input your community name, your community size. Mine looks a little wonky because I have a night mode plugin, and then your Discord guild ID. This is pretty important because if you don't input this Discord guild ID, when we go and we try and create your community, it won't automatically create once you pay. So that means we have to manually go in, and it's going to be a little bit longer of a process because it was not provided on the front end. So please, please, please provide that. Provide your community name, put your community size in there, and then hit join waitlist. Receive an email. At that point, you will receive an email confirmation that you have joined the waitlist. Then the next step is a security audit. So we're going to do a preliminary audit based on our sources and processes, but secondary audit, we ask you to provide your Discord invite, and then we're going to go into your community and we're going to take a look firsthand to ensure that it's up to our standards. Then if you're cleared, you'll move to a cleared phase. At that point, you'll be notified when the next spot becomes available based on your place within the queue. Once you receive an invitation, that invitation is valid for 72 hours. Not 72 weeks, 72 hours. It does expire. And if it expires, you'll have to rejoin the waitlist, and we're going to have to restart this entire process. So please, please, please know that. And if you're like, hey, I can't buy the CAD for 6 months, let us know, because we don't want to have to redo this process and waste everyone's time. So inside that email, there'll be a link. That link is going to look exactly like this. Here, you have the ability to select your plan, and if you want to bring your own custom domain. If you want to bring your own custom domain, it is a little bit more expensive, right? It costs us a little bit more, but it is discounted. So if you get the custom domain with the yearly plan, it is going to be less than the $299 normally. So we try and help out where we can, but it does cost us more. It does look a little bit better. You get a little bit more branding, public facing website, all that fun stuff. So at that point, you're going to hit checkout. That's going to take you right here to Stripe. On Stripe itself, this is where you will check out. If you put your community ID in there, it will automatically be created. If you did not, you'll need to open a ticket, give us the ID so we can create your community. Once your community is created, all you have to do is add the Discord bot. That'll sync your roles up and you'll be good to go, all set. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to let us know. We'd be more than happy to help out. But that's where we're going to end it here. There is a referral code down in the description if you want $5 off your first month.